What's up, my people? My name is Joseph Kabulu. Welcome back to my channel. For all my viewers who have been supporting me for the past few weeks now, I truly want to appreciate you for your kind gestures, your support, the calls, the likes, the subscriptions. It has all been you. Without you, I wouldn't have been able to get motivated to even get up to this level. So before I start the business for the day, I thought it wise to appreciate you, my viewers. You guys are the reason why I'm still doing this. Otherwise, I would have to back down. But your unwavering support has brought me this far, even though I know our growth is still slow. But we trust God and believe that one day YouTube algorithm will recognize what we post on this channel and make it go viral. But before then, the little support and the wide coverage of those of you that try to see what I do is priceless. It cannot be bought. It is something that takes a lot of interest for somebody to buy into what you're doing, and it is really encouraging, and that is why I want to thank you. Seriously, thank you, my viewers. Thank you, my friends. Thank you, my family. Thank you, my community. To those that I don't even know that got me up to 154 subscribers, thank you. I truly appreciate. Now to the business of the day. Do you know that the Rivers State House of Assembly was set ablaze by some youth? Well, this is coming at press time. I checked the news several days ago, and there was this alarming news about the youths in Rivers State setting ablaze the legislative chamber of Rivers State. What went wrong? So from what we gathered, we discovered that the Honorable House wanted to impeach the leader, that's Honorable Edison Ehi, and the state governor, Governor Fubara. We tried to do an investigation on why would the youth go so radical and try to set ablaze the legislative chamber. It's unheard of. There are many ways to go about your concerns.
Nigerian youths, you don't have to be violent.
No matter what you think, this is me just coming back. I know we're trying to curb corruption by advocating for good governance and transparency, accountability, but going violent is never the way. And that is why, irrespective of whoever is right or even wrong,
let's do the right thing.
You don't have to go radical. There are a lot of ways you need to voice your concerns. And how do you do that? You can either lay out a protest or delegate leaders who represent you very well and speak for your interests, and then try to go through a roundtable dialogue and see how you can discuss your issues. And if the issues are not being solved, there are other ways you can go about it. You don't need to go and be burning down structures simply because you are fuming or you are angry. Please, Rivers State youths, please don't get me wrong. All I just want us to do is to follow due process. You don't have to go radical. These are some of the things we recorded in the 2023 general elections, that even the Supreme Court and all the courts of authority who have sat on these cases, even during the presidential election tribunal, they failed to look at all those irregularities. They said that
the opposition parties, they failed to prove beyond reasonable doubt, they failed to bring evidences, the evidences are not substantial.
If you look at the radicality that has been happening since 2007 down to the present day democracy, these are some of the mistakes we keep on making. And if you check the next 20, 30, 40 years coming by, you'll discover that even our future generation might do this. So radicality doesn't solve issues. Instead, radicality deepens and causes more harm to just not you alone, but even the masses at large. And that is why we need to do things right, okay? So please, burning down structures. Now that you've burned down these structures, it's going to cost another money to fix it. And these same people will come again and take that opportunity to double the amount of, fixing the structures, and it leaves you at the disadvantage, right? So please, Nigerian youth, Rivers youth, you might have a very valid reason for doing what you did, but burning down structures or setting structures ablaze is not the right way to go. I always support you guys. I'm always having your back, but as a brother and as a Nigerian, I'm coming from a sense of morality, please. I know you said that things don't work in Nigeria, the corruption has deepened, Yeah, I agree with you, but this is still not the right way to go. If we must get it right, let's get it right. And once we get it right by voicing our concerns the right way, then we'll attract attention. And it will not just be you alone fighting. You gear and attract a lot of attention even outside Rivers, even outside Nigeria, to come to your aid. So please, next time, Rivers youth, please, let's do it the right way, okay? Thank you. So now over to our Naira. Our Naira has been on a downward slope for more than a week now. The last time I checked, Naira was at 1,250. Last upper week I checked, Naira was 1,025 Naira. What is happening to Nigeria economy? Our economy is trending downward.
I don't know. Nigerian government, please do something about it.
I saw NLC or TUC, all the C's, they are coming together. They want to, form a coalition to lead a delegation against the free fall of Naira. Well, to most Nigerians, this is beneficial. To, an ordinary Nigerian, this is just hardship on another level. It doesn't speak right.
Nigerian government, what do we need to do? What do we need to do?
And because of the free fall of the Naira, you can see that it is making the life of the ordinary Nigerian very difficult. An ordinary Nigerian cannot go by. How long will this keep on happening? I remember last year when the former governor of Central Bank, Emefiele, came up and said
that there is need for us to go cashless. There is need for us to uphold cashless policy.
At some point, I agreed with him to the extent that even new Naira notes were printed and the old Naira notes went into extinction. In fact, even the new Naira note to some point went all out of extinction, and we couldn't get a hold of currency. Just the bill, holding the bill at hand, caused a lot of catastrophe in Nigeria. I could remember that was somewhere early January, February, and Nigerians had to pay for that kind of policy, and the Naira was still not even falling. But I discovered somewhere around March, the Naira improved a little bit, but the trend changed after the new government was inaugurated, and since then, Naira has not been stable, and this is making the hike of prices of items in the market and other services very, very expensive. Why should we be living an expensive life in Nigeria and we are not even living the life in real sense? We're paying the same value for the exact expenses premium cities are paying to go by daily. So I feel Nigerian government, I don't know what needs to be done, but I feel you need to check your policies. I feel you still need to checkmate the free flow of foreign currencies, the inflation of foreign currencies, and how it is really affecting the Nigerian market. And if that be the case, you also need to have price control. Price control is something that almost every developed country does. They monitor trends in prices of goods and services. There needs to be a price control task force. If we have a price control task force can monitor all these things. I don't know if we have that in place, but if we do have that in place, this should have solved some of the problems. So this is a recommendation for Nigerian government anyway. Nigerian government, please set up a price control task force all over Nigerian states to be able to make life easier for the ordinary Nigerian. So, my big uncle, Uncle Nuhu Ribado, has given us assurance that the elections in Imo State, Kogi State, and Bayelsa will not experience any interference. Yeah, that is our prayer, of course. We don't want interference. We don't want all the drama that happened in the elections. We still have pending court issues concerning the last gubernatorial elections that were held across Nigeria. So, of course, it is our prayers that we don't record any irregularities. Please, INEC, please follow the due process. Make sure that election materials get to polling units on time. Don't play any delayed tactics. These were a lot of irregularities that we have almost all the courts in Nigeria jettisoning. It is very, very sad that we see that even the judicial system is not even playing by the book. And of course, at the end of the day, when we now have these elections, when all these elections are being held, we now begin to get a lot of court cases. So please and please, our judicial system most especially, my plea is to you. I know that the Constitution of Nigeria has given INEC a lot of power, and that power is what I feel they are mismanaging. So when these elections are being held, it now boils down to you as the only body to restore the dignity of the Nigerian electoral system. Please, the judicial system, we are begging you on behalf of the masses, the People's Court, we are pleading to you, please try to follow every issue concerning this election so that we'll not be having a duplicate of the issues we are having now from other states. We now have the judicial system playing a lot of manhunt in form of delivering judging. It is very, very funny. You try to even check what criteria. I'm not an expert here. I'm not a specialist here. I'm only just a concerned citizen of Nigeria voicing out my own concern so that due processes and the formats that have been established on our electoral reform processes according to the Constitution of Nigeria should be followed and maintained. Please and please, because I know by the end of all these elections, we'll now have candidates going back to court declaring irregularities, violence, error, and a lot of misappropriation in the processes. This misconduct should not be duplicated over time. INEC declared solely that 115 billion naira was spent to transfer transfer some of these electoral analog processes to the electronic digital processes. But at the end of the day, we still fell back to the analog system. And it is the analog system that has produced the leaders we have today. And they are all vetting and validating it, which is very, very wrong. Now, what happens to the 150 billion?
You think so they're wise?
That money is gone. Nobody's ever going to say anything about it again. How long are we going to be wasting taxpayers' money? How long are we going to be giving excuses now? You said you are developing an electronic system that will record voters' votes in real time, and you spent 115 billion naira, and nobody is saying anything about this. It's very sad. Nigeria is very, very sad. And that is how the case is going to close. Nobody will say anything again. And the INEC chairman is still sitting, moving around freely. That is the Nigerian context for you. So I'm going to wrap this up here. I'm not going to say much. Please watch out for my videos that are dropping. I try to post twice a week, but let's see how it goes. Some weeks I might not be consistent in posting twice due to other engagement. And some weeks I might post even 3 times. So just watch out. Please set your notification bell so that when I drop any of my videos, you get the notification for my alerts. And when you see it, please show me some love by watching this video and giving it a thumbs up button, and at the same time share it to your family and friends so that we'll all start getting civic engagement. That is one of the big reasons why I set up this channel, so that we'll have civic engagement from citizens. And I believe doing that will not just help to support my channel, but at least it will keep you aware and abreast of what is happening in Nigeria and what you need to do as a citizen. So, did I give you value for this? Please show me love by clicking that thumbs up button, and then don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are yet to do so. Thank you very much for watching today's episode. I remain Joseph Kabulu. Until next time, see you later. Bye.